Hi, welcome to Three Blind Mice Window Coverings. Today we're going to be talking about Roman shades. Now Roman shades are a very traditional window covering and have been around for a very long time. What I'd like to talk about first is, what is a Roman shade? Well, traditionally a Roman shade is a fabric shade that actually folds as you lift it. You can make these type of shades from different types of materials in different styles, but a true Roman shade folds as it goes up. There are several different options available in a Roman shade. You can choose from a flat panel Roman shade, you've got a knife pleat, you've got waterfall or hobbled, and the teardrop style. There are several other available styles that are out there. These are just some of the more popular ones. Other important thing about Roman shades is the fabric that you use. As you can see here, this is a grass cloth Roman shade. Here we have a simple polyester Roman shade. Here we have a cotton blend Roman shade, and here we have a silk Roman shade. All the different fabric choices also alter the price significantly. Another thing that alters the price significantly in Roman shades is how they're made. Again, I'm going to go back to your simple Roman shade here, where you just have your simple pull cords behind, a simple fabric, and a simple pull system. An economical version of that is where you take small strips of self-lined fabric and you use snap-on battens to create the look. The more traditional and more expensive style is a handmade Roman shade, where you take the fabric and you hand stitch on liners and inner linings. You have much more durable batten systems and a heavier duty lifting system. When talking about the different types of liners that are options on Roman shades, again, here we had no liners, which means that light comes through and you can see right through the fabric. Here we had that self liner, which gives you privacy and allows light to come through. On this one here, we have a blackout liner attached. And what that does is it allows no light to penetrate the fabric itself, but as you can see, there is the halo effect of light that comes through the sides. For those that want a little bit of both, we have the infinity option. And with this here, you have the blackout when the Roman shade is down. But let's say that you need a little bit of light, but you still need to maintain your privacy. Well, here we can raise the blackout shade and have a nice privacy liner behind it that lets light through. Then when you're done not needing privacy anymore and you'd like to have your view back, you can raise the bottom shade down and have your full view of your window. So those are some of your typical styles and options of a true Roman shade. Now I'd like to talk about a new option called a modern Roman shade. Now what you have with a modern Roman shade is these shades look very similar to your traditional Roman shades. However, they're completely different in the fact that they don't fold. All of these shades roll up into a canister. So as you can see here, this shade actually rolls up into the canister. The advantage of this is you don't have the stacking that you would if you did a traditional Roman shade. On a modern Roman shade, you end up with about 3.5 inches of stacking inside the canister. On a traditional, the longer the window, the longer the stacking. It goes anywhere from about 6 inches to 16 inches. Another advantage of the modern Roman shade is the thickness of the fabric. A traditional Roman shade is fairly thick and has the liners to it. This has a self liner to it that can be privacy or room darkening. Very thin, very lightweight. Another option you can do with a modern Roman shade is the top-down option. Now you can do this on a traditional, but not as simple and easy as this, again, because of the stacking that you get. When you raise this up, again, you can bring it all the way up, all the way down, and completely goes into the headrail. One of the newest options available in a modern Roman shade is what's called a Pirouette. The nice thing about the Pirouette is it gives you that nice privacy look of the Roman shade. However, you have the ability to control the veins. You can make the teardrops go higher and lower, and you can physically see through the sheer portion of the shade. You can control it, stop it where you'd like for as much view as you want. You can also lower the shade all the way to the top and raise it with a simple press of the button in this case. You can get this manually operated as well, but the motorization works really well in this option. With that, those are the modern Roman shades. The last thing I'd like to talk about is the control options of Roman shades. So you just saw motorization. They also have a cord-free version of it. Here you've got a manual system. So when you have a manual system, as you raise the shade, the cord gets longer. That's very typical of most shades. In this case here you have the top-down, bottom-up feature, where again you've got two cords that can puddle for you. On this system here you have what's called a continuous cord loop. With this system here, no matter where the shade is on the length of the shade, the cord always stays the same. It's very nice for large windows. It also, because it uses a clutch system, it makes very heavy shades easier to lift. On this other system we have here, we've got a retractable cord system. Again, typically when you raise a shade, the cord gets longer. With this Ultra Glide system, the cord retracts back into the head rail, keeping a nice, clean, sleek look, and no matter how wide or how many shades you have, they all look the same. And again, we showed you again the twin option of having two different pulls. You have a standard pull and your retractable liner. Again, those are some of the most common issues or common things that we see with Roman shades. If you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 3blindmiceusa.com, or you can call us at 800-828-2003.